morning, my wonderful basement dwellers. This is Drew, aka the Druth, and this is a very special beginning. New beginnings. We have 8:30 a.m. trading and looking at all of the nasty news that's happening to altcoins. There will be good times, but honestly, there has been some chaos this weekend, folks. As you know, more shots were taken at the orange one, so the market responded in the most vile of ways, as I would have expected. I was watching it live time. It is crazy out there. Welcome, everyone, to the morning show. Sack Nasty, first one up in the chat. JT, Rockin' Nor, James L. Tyler, Station C4, Lewis, Rusty Bot, Driftman, Matt, Shitty Bandito, and Chili Rainbow. Welcome one, welcome all. I got my coffee here. Let me get some caffeine. And if you're drinking coffee right now, let's take a sip together. Take a sip. Oh, that's nice. Real nice. That's real nice. I have a feeling I'm going to end up playing Steven Crowder, Drawn Muhammad at some point, but that's for another time. Now, let's check out these markets, you guys. Things got wet and wild this weekend. Let's check it out. Make sure we got this. Oh, yeah. And we got my homie Jeff hanging out with us, just chilling. How you doing, Jeffrey? What do we got here? He's just saying hey in front of Dana. Hey guys. So Bitcoin, we had a lot of fun on the pump up before the weekend ensued here. Let's just check out the 7-day. This was a very, very fast ride. Basically teleported from $58,300. My God, I got out of that long way too early. And then it was messing around. I was able to long like this local move here, but at large, things got kind of sketchy right here at this point. This is where the Mar-a-Lago, I don't know if it was Mar-a-Lago, it was his Trump's golf course. He was golfing on the 5th hole, and someone, a Ukrainian deep state asset, decided to take a shot at him. Not necessarily Ukrainian by nature or origin. This man actually is from the United States, North Carolina, and Florida. But yeah, took another set of shots at the orange one. So in the usual fashion for the Sunday dump love, we got our Sunday dump down from $60,000 all the way to right around 58,100. It did go to 58,000 flat on 2bit. And if you guys are out there interested in trading with me, we have a new link, new code to utilize for 2bit trading. If you click here into the description, you will see 2bit and use code BASEMENT. You get up to $200 back on your first deposit there in funds to get after it on the futures market with. It's a wonderful time being had by all. And I'm riding the lightning now because at large, I've been looking at the trend here for good old Bitcoin. And this is what kind of perked my interest in getting involved with it. So we bunched down to, and we're counting from the stick, not necessarily the wick. It's $53,300 on the wick. Went down to 52,500. But we've been chunking our way out of this little depression here in Bitcoin that we found ourselves in locally for some time. If you back up here, and I'll get my face out of the way. Let's get that out of the way. This little boy. So this is the stick, 51,200. This is the Japanese yen situation. The wick brought us to 49K. And I was looking at this, feeling like this is a higher low. So far, it does look that way, but we are not out of the woodwork yet, folks. The main problem here is that massive Sunday pullback, bringing us closer to this POC for the visible profile range for the volume. Very thick right here at around $57,700. And we did wick down to that for a moment here on 2bit. I was watching it last night. Things got real hairy, thankfully. We held right above this. Now, if we're looking at Bitcoin on the waves here, let's go to the daily. I mean, there is some hopium I can draw out of this, is essentially that we have higher lows and 2 green dots on the daily here, and a potential bullish divergence forming at these, lower highs for prices and higher lows on the MACD. And this is the Fu Manchu Cypher B, giving you the green dots for free. Love it. So I'm looking at this, and the stick is indeed a lower low. The wicks. So now we're left with this decision point. You know what I mean? Is it going to turn around, or is more pain in store? But the real nasty thing that I have in the back of my head is what the hell is going on with Ethereum. Ethereum is lagging in a huge way. And, you know, it leaves many questions to be asked because Papa Goose said it best. So far, September hasn't been that bad. It really hasn't. It's been a pretty damn good September so far. We moved up from, you know, $52,000, $53,000 all the way up to 60, nearly making it to $61,000. So, and Pew Pew bringing it up, we got rejected right there at $60,700. We'll bring it up here on the screen. So honestly, like, things aren't terrible for Bitcoin right now, but the real pain, I want to check out Ethereum. What the hell is going on with Ethereum? Can Ethereum recover from this sadness? Let's check it out here. So on the year, Ethereum is not looking great. Okay, not looking great. It's all, you know, I think it's still in relevance to this Bitcoin dominance. I'll hide this little fella here because this doesn't matter on this. Let's hide this. Get this out of the way. So we may as well add our halving indicator just to get a bellwether of how much more beatings are in store for Ethereum, because god damn, it is just dragging on. Feels like we're watching grass grow. But if we're looking at historical patterns here, this lays it out pretty nicely. And at the second halving, you didn't have as many altcoins, not nearly as many altcoins, if any, that were really competing with Bitcoin. Third halving, we had much more altcoins. There's a lot more ebb and flow before the dominance decided to fall off a cliff. Right now, we are ticking up on the dominance. We are at right around 57.9%. Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin is acting like just a bully, you know what I mean, to the Ethereum realm. And with Ethereum's realm getting hurt, that will hurt altcoins. So we're sitting here at $2,299 right now. Check it out on TradingView just to see, because we did punch down pretty hard on the stick to $2,200 flat. And people are sitting on the sidelines waiting. When in the hell is this thing going to tick over? Let's check it out on the Vu Manchu here, see what it's looking like. See if we have any sort of action that we might be able to take advantage of. Because I know Nick was feeling like along before the weekend. Things got crazy on the weekend. Currently printing a red dot on the daily. On the daily, we're printing a red dot. Let's see here what it looks like if we zoom in a little bit more. 4 hour, nothing yet. We got, let's go to the 1 hour. Let's check it out. So on the 1 hour, we are printing a green one. We are printing a green dot from the point of $2,200 on the 1 hour time frame. I just, in this market with this dominance still, you know, with plans of pain in store, I am hesitant to trade with leverage on anything but the Bitcoin chart right now, you guys. And there's a reason for that. It's just because I feel like this amount of time, these are 231 days to the T on each one of these points before Bitcoin dominance really stopped beating down the altcoin sector. Currently, let's zoom in on this bad boy. Now I'm going to be working off of Tim's working from home now, so I'm going to take over. I'm going to conquer his studio. But right around this point right here is what we're looking at if history does rhyme/repeat. So we have, you know, another good amount of time before this really decides to let off the gas on the Bitcoin dominance. This time frame, if it does come closer to the time frame what we have seen in previous cycle history, is the Bitcoin dominance would be giving up its power in such a nasty form at the beginning in December. And that's why I've been, you know, really excited to buy my spot positions in alts all the way up until this, but I'm not going to be necessarily so inclined to go onto the leveraged or the short-term trading side for these alts in a long fashion until we get to this point. And at large, I do have a bullish bias for this market. I do not think that, you know, the world's just going to go to hell in a handbasket. It's changing. And there are potentials, like I've seen some really nasty economic data coming out from the insurance markets. We have major insurance carriers leaving Florida, leaving California. We have taxes on property going nuts, and it does look more and more like a stagflationary environment. But within that, I still feel like the 4-year cycle is going to hold true for us here in, you know, crypto land. But at large, I don't plan to hold any of these projects all the way into 2026. And there's a good reason for that. It's, you know, JP Morgan has been outwardly talking about not a recession, they're talking about a depression coming to the United States. And yeah, they throw people off the bill all the time. But if an asset manager that moves more money than any on earth, they move $11 trillion a day. They bank the United States government. They bank the EU. You know, I mean, they bank a large section of humanity. If they're sitting out here warning their investors, hey guys, pain's in the future. My God, it's just insane. At this rate, I'm just hoping to hit all-time high for Ethereum. Papa Guth, you know, my Ethereum price target's right around $8,000, maybe $9,000. Nothing absolutely crazy, but you know, that's still better than the dollar, in my opinion. And really, the altcoins, the ones that are in the, you know, further down the list on coin market cap, that's where I feel like the real juice is to be had for myself in this particular market. And this is me saying this week. I experienced great upside on Bitcoin and Ethereum last cycle. I got Bitcoin for $4,000 and then Ethereum for $180. We're in a different playground now, and we have a lot of different narratives. Like RWA and AI primarily are the ones that I feel like are going to have the best upside for my own personal portfolio. So what we're looking at here on Ethereum, God, I am getting tantalized by this damn long opportunity here, but there's so many points of confluence. Look at this. In the past bull market, pumped. Well, this is kind of like on our way into the bear market at this point in time, but it tried to hold at this same price point 2 times. And then we go over here, a lot of buying volume and action on this little shelf before the real upswing happened at the start of 2024. 2 points again of fall down confluence. And I mean, honestly, if, you know, I have a lot of people asking me if face is right and we're going to have a 90% pullback on Bitcoin from here on out. I mean, I never count it out as a potential. I mean, we do have Putin out there talking about, you know, long range missiles and situations like that. Now, if that does happen and we see a massive mushroom cloud come out of this situation, that's hella sketchy, you guys. That's hella sketchy. It's only a possibility, not a probability, in my opinion. And I personally base my portfolio moves off of probabilities, not possibilities. So looking at this, I mean, we are well beat down. If we can hold this line and just let Bitcoin dominance keep chunking along here for another, I mean, we got another, what, 3 or 4 months until we get to December. God, I can't believe it's almost Christmas. Holy God. I got to start thinking about Christmas presents. I got to start thinking about all that stuff. It's very, very crazy. So if I'm looking at Ethereum on a, you know, trading mindset, I am being wary of this bad boy right now. Like, yes, we do have this green dot right here, but at large, I'm more interested in Bitcoin and what it's up to, because in general, I do feel like we're going to feel pumpy up until the Fed FOMC, and then it's going to be a sell the news event. That's my personal opinion. So let's check this out. See what we're looking at. Yeah, we got a red dot on the hour for Bitcoin. It had a green dot to start the morning up, but it really was a lackluster resurgence. If you see it, that is not what a V-shaped recovery looks like. That is a flaccid dick right there. So this thing is looking like it is definitely struggling. And if I'm wanting to get in position for a trade, you know, I'm wanting to see, you know, a little bit more confidence that we're on an actual bullish divergence here. Really what this looks like is we are just going to be chopping above. As long as we can hold above this range, I'm feeling good. If we do lose this 57.3 just about, or right around 57.1, this range right here, that's where I start to get real sketched out. Yes, a very limp dick resurgence for Bitcoin. Shady Bandito highlighted. Now, where did this take my favorite altcoins? Let's go check out one of my faves. You know this. You can get it on Blowfin. We have a link in our description. I'll be slapping in there. And actually some pretty cool promos for Blowfin, but I do have access for Aerodrome on Blowfin, which is very, very cool. Let's check it out here. So 66 cents, really just but a scratch. Absolutely lovely. And you know, I really I really feel like the CB BTC Coinbase wrapped Bitcoin rollout is very, very bullish for Aerodrome. I feel like people are underselling Aerodrome's future, and I have been adding aggressively every time we punch down to 50 cents, and I'm feeling damn good about it. The original build out, again, 18 cents, and then once again at 50, and again at this recent dip down to 50. And good morning, Alexander G. We got Mr. Markup in here. Yes, ETH being cuckish indeed. KO Kev, John Foster Crypto, all the homies. Veteran Crypto, ETH better recover. It better. You should go beat it up, man. Beat them up. But yeah, this is, oh God, now we're at 6669. That's not great. Let's check out our other, my other favorite altcoins. And if you have an altcoin that you guys are more bullish on than others, let me know. You know what? Let's check out Morgan Powell stuff here. We got ABT. I believe that's ARC blocked. We've been checking it out for a while. Let's see what happened to that one over the last few months. Check it out. Really hasn't had too much pain. That is good. I mean, this is a very violent upsurge from $1.30 up to about $2.10. Now it's sitting here ranging right in between the two spots. This looks like Trump token. So, you know, ARC block on the pullback. I'm not going to be surprised if we see a $1.20 moment, but if I'm looking at this forest through the trees, I'm backing the truck up. Should I be building a bag of this at $1.20 to $1 a piece? I think Art Block ABT, I've seen enough of it. I know that it's going to be around and be a pretty good mover this cycle. And really, AI, you know, everyone's underselling AI. We feel like we already know AI because we use it or we've heard about it for the last year, but the average person has no idea what's coming for them when it comes to AI being actually implemented into their world. And with that, the need for distributed GPU systems to provide the computing power to actually put that into operation. And it's incredible when I bring that up to macro market people. They're like, wow, I can't believe you've never heard about that, Mr. Madden, because my God, that is going to be a big, big deal. We'll check out Pith, Drift. Very cool. Yeah, keep dropping me the projects you guys are checking out here. Because I look at, you know, right around 300 of them. So it's kind of crazy to keep track of it all. God damn, Pith is just fighting for its life. It looks like freaking, what does this look like? This looks like, I don't know. It's not as bad as ETH because, you know, it's worse. It's worse than ETH. So this is the release point for Pith. I mean, it's an oracle. It's on Solana. Circulating supply, there's still some to be released. There's still a pretty good amount to be released. This thing, man, I really feel like, you know, I mean, I feel like Chainlink is going to dominate the Oracle sector and kind of the data aggregation for RWAs rolling out in reality. Solana's bullish. I feel like Solana is bullish this cycle. Pith is the Solana Oracle. Like, if this turns around, this is the play of the century. 28 cents right now. Man, very, very interesting. I still worry about building a bag for myself with this, though. And the reason, God, maybe I should just get a little touch of this, you know, because, I mean, this is a beat down, bloody ass chart. I might have to add to that chart. So let's check out Drift. I was talking about Drift. I actually have some really cool stories to be going on the afternoon about Drift protocol. This is a DEX. It's got futures, kind of betting markets rolling out. Let's see here. Drift. God, what a violent resurge that was. Isaac is feeling good. Isaac's not in yet. Isaac is he wakes up later than I do, so he'll be on the afternoon show. AIOZ, I do hold AIOZ as well. Let's check out AIOZ. I haven't checked out that chart in a little bit of time. Bam, 37 cents. It's not to its original pump shelf yet. The original pump shelf is sitting here at 33 cents, but it is fighting for its right to party here just above that, kind of ICP-ish type vibes. It's been around for quite some time. It's been around since May of 2021. Released right when the bull market was getting started. Let's check out the inflation. Okay, so we got something to deal with there, but the whole supply is out now. So previously sick from inflationary pressures, but now the whole supply's out, and that is in time for the AI narrative to really sink its teeth into reality. So not bad. I still hold some AIOZ, so that's good to see. I think I'm still up on that. I got to check on that bag and see. I actually completely forgot that I hold AIOZ, so thank you for the reminder on that. JT already took some profits on Drift. Veteran still shilling me, Casper. No, I'm not gonna do it. I know that the tech is good, you know, and we need to have sometimes the tech doesn't equal price, and I've felt that way about ADA for a long time. Let's see, incredible tech. I feel like the best thing I feel about ADA right now is that it's going to recapture its previous all-time high, and it's going to be a multi-market altcoin. So there is that. Got a very strong infrastructure development on it, and I think it's going to last for a few bull markets. But god damn, this thing needs to wake up. I am thanking my lucky stars I got out of this thing when I did. I got out at right around 65 cents, almost 70 cents. Somehow I pulled that off. I took a 2x on ADA, which I usually don't do. But the thing that made me do that was looking at how high in market cap it already was. And then, you know, in the meantime, I've seen Avalanche come up and try to catch up to this spot. Chainlink's, it was last market in, I believe it was in the top 10. Chainlink, the reason why I remain steadfast on this is because it has the tangible hard-sided partnership with Swift. And I've always been looking for in crypto, what is the thing that has the most tangible connection to the next evolution of finance. And it's not necessarily like, hey, we built a Ferrari Web3 project. All the banks, get in now. Get in, loser. We're doing crypto stuff. More so, it's going to be the companies that build the roadway from Web 2 to conversate with Web 3, in my opinion. So that's been my thesis on Chainlink for quite some time. Let's see. Jeffrey, what do you think about Chainlink? I fucking love Chainlink. No, that's not Jeffrey's noise. But yeah, I really feel like Chainlink, I'm feeling like $200 is very tangible for this project. Still hodling. And I'm actually very, very excited about this new schedule because I am in the season where me and my wife can now rebuild our bags in a big way. I've still held on to about half the bag, but I had to sell half the bag in March and April of this year. And I added to the property, which feels great because the property's worth more. Fantastic. And I got a vehicle out of the deal. But going so close into the real nasty altcoin season, in my opinion, which I feel like is still on the move and still in the cards, I really, really feel very thankful that I have more time to stack altcoins at these levels. Morgan Powell took a 2x on Solana at 20 bucks. Just now has stopped hating yourself. Yeah, I know the feel. I know the feeling. God, I mean, I could have printed a few $1,000s out of a long position that I closed on Friday just because I'm trying to be responsible. And my overall approach to longing and shorting the market. And again, if you are trading on this market, use our links here. You can trade on 2bit and CoinW, and we will have our link for Blowfin in here momentarily. We're rolling out a new promo package with Blowfin because I just realized, my God, they give me access to Drift, to Aerodrome, and all that stuff on Blowfin as well. But if you are trading, use our, I've been using 2bit a lot. Use code BASEMENT. You click this little link doodad right here. You get some bonus money on your way in. And in general, my overall mode of operandi is that every trade, sure, it has the potential to make me $20,000 off a $500 play, right? But more than likely, I'm looking for 20% profit. If I can make 20% profit on the bag per trading day, I'm feeling damn good. And really, you know, in that and employing that, when I decided to really actually get back on the charts and start trading since like a week ago, it's really been paying dividends, is to just take the money off the table. Okay, fine. You could go up by, you know, 4% after I closed this trade, and that could have meant thousands of dollars for me. But I have a very strict profit-taking process, And I am not looking to just take screenshots of amazing 1000x gains on a $5 bet. Rather, I'm moving with my bag and I'm taking 20% profit every single trading day. That is what my goal is here. And sure, it can be, I'm going to have some losing days. I had one day last week where I lost a trade for 10%, lost $100, then won a trade for $100. And then I had to put another trade in, won $40 on it just to end up on the day. In general, some days are going to be battles like that. It's about remaining steadfast, not FOMOing in, not chasing giant red or giant green candles. And when those massive red candles do hit, exercise patience. Falling knives hurt to catch. So very, very difficult. Bought 43 Solana at $44, trying to sell at 50. I was weak and pulled that sell off. So now I have that sold for the bull. There you go. All right. Drakeford Music, bless you, Morgan. Told a friend to buy some at the very bottom and didn't. He's up and he didn't. Now the friend is up thousands and he or not. Sometimes that's the way she goes. And, you know, at large, there are still, we are talking, when we're looking at this coin market cap list here, you guys, just for reference, I am still of the opinion that there are many 20, even 50Xs within the top 100 that we're sitting here looking at. BitTensor, I do see this one being in the 4 digits in a big, big way. That's, you know, I feel very, very confident in that. But I don't know where the top of BitTensor Tau is. I don't know where the top of layer 2s to Bitcoin really actually is. This is brand new tech, brand new things being laid out in the bull market. Don't fade DeFi. My God, people that fade DeFi just are reminded heavily. You know, I have a lot of people out there out in the chat. They're chasing the memes, trying to get those 1000Xs on the night. You guys, this Rome was not built in a day. And honestly, within even the top 100, I am of the opinion that there are a few up to 50X winners within this pile. And then you get into, you know, for deep degen picks like myself, those are going to be, you know, top 300, top 400. You know, and really I have a few of those plays, but the vast majority of my portfolio is sitting in Chainlink, because I feel like Chainlink, the Swift partnership, that is the first step to implementing RWAs. We've already heard BlackRock, they're outwardly planning on doing it. It's going to happen. They outwardly work with Swift. So I feel really, really good about that position. So I hope you guys are out there watching the charts real closely. And again, this is the Fu Manchu on TradingView that gives me these red and green dots. It doesn't cost a dime. And this is just in addition to the other indications that I use. Mostly what I like using is the, if I'm scalping, it's going to be RSI and MACD, just figuring out where the range is in between, essentially with these visible volume profiles. And it does look like we got some work to get back up to the 59.7 moment. Probably going to be some pain there. And this is kind of interesting, just a side note. I had this line going before the nasty pump up, and this is the line that I was trading off of. Yes, we did dip below it, but at large it held pretty well. And our last fall down, the clamps of this weekend at the shots taken at the orange one, fell essentially right to this line. So I am watching this, and if we, you know, if I'm a betting man, if we break below this, we're going to be tapping this POC right there at around 57.9. But at general, I feel like the bull market's still on, ladies and gentlemen. As long as a nasty mushroom cloud does not hit, we should be all right. Hopefully cooler heads prevail at the executive levels for Russia, China, and the United States. And honestly, you know, don't get too emotionally wrapped up with the selection that's coming up for the next U.S. Candidate, because I'm here to make money. I'm here to buy my own tank. I'm here to create my own food. And, you know, no elected official is going to be the savior of the United States. It's going to be found at a local level with us, leading by example for our communities, creating food, creating stores of value, things that actually matter to people on the local level. Be good to your neighbors, you guys. You know, we are all in this together. Even if they're on the other side of the political spectrum, obviously you can look at me and pretty much ascertain where I sit on that. But I still have a heart and an ear for those that are confused and potentially leaning left, because I feel like that's the right thing to do. We don't want to get so torn apart that we end up in an 1861 situation That is something that nobody wants. And if they say that they want that, they're insane and they don't know what they're talking about. So I love y'all. I hope y'all are being safe out there with the trades. Honestly, altcoins are looking very opportunistic right now. I do think that Ethereum is going to keep moving forward. Really, for this bull market, I'm looking for $8,000 to $10,000 for an Ethereum token. And I think these are useful streams, just more so talking not about the news, but about the price and the charts first. And then we will dive into all the news as it comes to us today. We got a lot of stuff we're going to be going over. At 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we're going to have our regular show. And I appreciate every single one of you out there for supporting the show. If you feel it in your heart to become a member, help me feed my family, support the show, keep the lights on. Maybe I'll fix the urinal if we make it far enough. Go and tap that membership button. It's like $5 or $6 a month. It's $1 a week. And you can support me and my family as I continue to show up every single day. And I'll be making multiple shows per day to keep you guys in the know. And with that being said, I love all of you. Take care.